Welcome to day 50 of our 52 days through Nehemiah. I'm Christy Birchville. Today we're looking at Nehemiah chapter 13, verses 10 through 14. They say, I also found out that the portions of the Levites had not been given to them, so that the Levites and the singers who did the work had fled each to his field. So I confronted the officials and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their stations. Then all Judah brought the tithe, the grain, the wine, the oil into the storehouses, and I appointed as treasurers over the storehouses Shemaliah the priest, Zadok the scribe, and Pedaiah of the Levites, and as their assistant Hanan, the son of Zachar, son of Mattaniah, for they were considered reliable, and their duty was to distribute to their brothers. Remember me, O God, concerning this, and do not wipe out my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God for his service. Today we're going to talk about recognition. Now, depending on what you do or where you work, recognition can be a pretty hot button issue. It's used a lot in the corporate America world, and a lot of large corporations talk about the importance of recognizing your team members and employees, associates for all the things that they've done and the importance of what they've done. But here I think it's very interesting. Nehemiah is looking for some recognition. He's asking for it. Remember me, O God. What I find so interesting is he's not looking for recognition from the people around him. He's not looking for recognition from the Levites for what he just set up. As we talked about, he'd been gone and come back. He'd identified a problem and had worked to correct it. And now is asking for recognition from God for it. Here's the truth about recognition. Whoever you want recognition from is who you are ultimately willing to serve. If you're looking for recognition from your boss, you're going to do what they ask you to do, and you're going to try to do it well, and you're going to anticipate what they want, and you're going to be solely focused on what your boss wants and needs. Nehemiah was looking for his recognition from God. What did God want him to do? What would God be pleased with? How would God have handled a certain situation? It's an important truth about recognition that sometimes we don't think about. When we want recognition from people, we're automatically giving them the ability to dictate to us what's good, what's right, and what our actions should be. Do we really want our recognition from God? Do we only want our recognition from God? Some interesting questions, because if we're looking for recognition from other places, we're going to find out pretty quickly that maybe they want more of us than what we really want to be able to give. Ultimately, doing a good job, following through and being obedient to what God has for us, that's the recognition we should be seeking after. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.